Well, I think it's been very exciting over the past 4 or 5 years. There's really been a revolution in understanding what epigenetics means to CLL. It's been really through the advent of new sequencing technologies and array-based technologies that allow us to look in really high-resolution genome-wide to see things that we've never really been able to see before. Previous studies really focused mainly on single genes and candidate genes, which provided us quite a bit of insight as to where things, where there might be some really interesting, important bits of biology, but really the ability to look across the genome in a single picture has really revolutionized our understanding. So now what we've learned is that there are very diverse patterns of DNA methylation and epigenetics in CLL. This correlates quite closely with the patient outcomes and behaviors. And so we feel that the regulation of genes through epigenetic mechanisms are really important for understanding how the disease progresses and how, hopefully, what we'd love to do is to be able to predict which patients will respond to what therapies and how they're going to do throughout their disease course. Right now, I think there's also been a very exciting time. It's been an exciting time for the evolution of new therapies that are targeting epigenetic mechanisms. CLL is currently on the outside of these types of investigational studies. Mostly these are targeting novel epigenetic pathways in AML and in some other types of leukemias, lymphomas, but it's now coming into the fold where we'll be studying and we'll be trying some of these new investigational agents in CLL. But there is a fundamental difference between CLL and some other leukemias and lymphomas in that generally the clinical part of the disease that we're treating is a more mature cell, and epigenetics plays a very strong role in the development and specification of the disease phenotype, which plays a very strong role in, say, AML, where the normal counterpart is a stem cell. So it'll be really interesting to see how novel therapies will change CLL therapies, but we also do see a very strong future for epigenetic and specifically DNA methylation-based biomarkers. There's a huge advantage to using DNA methylation specifically because it's a covalent direct modification of DNA. So we have a great amount of flexibility in the samples, so it's a molecule. The DNA molecule is much more stable than other markers, say like using RNA or even protein. And we can also really piggyback on all the technologies that are now available for DNA sequencing that really opens up the ability for us to look with very high sensitivity and genome-wide, essentially, to really find the best biomarkers for us to use.